Morning, guys. Mark Fresh, Protect Dog Training, and Shohei. Good boy. Shohei. Oh, yeah. Good, good. Yes. 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 Good. Good. You ready? Ready? Are you? Are you ready? Good boy. He says, I'm ready, Dad. I'm ready. He says, I got a bath yesterday. I'm all food up. Yeah. Good boy. Place. Good. Kusha. Good. Asi. Yes. Good boy. Yep. Good boy. That's my boy. Good. What do you got? Huh? What do you got? Yeah, good boy. Yes, good boy. Good. There you go. Yes, good boy. Good. That's my boy. Good. That's soft. Huh? Yeah. Yep. Yes, good boy. Good. Hey. Nope. Come on. Let's go. Good. Good. Yes, good boy. Good. That's my boy. Good. Try to tie in that straight petting, straight line so I can get this on the here, right? Good. But we're going after trick dog stuff. More in the trick dog. Yep. Couchette. Good. 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 So, hey. Yep. Good boy. Good. That's my boy. Good. All right. You ready? Ready? You ready? Ready? Come on. Let's go. Good. Place. Good. Couchette. Good. Ready? You ready? Ready? Good boy. Yep. Good boy. I'm just playing. Just playing. We've already got him doing it. So what I was trying to do is get him to key into the body language of the hand signals, right? Good. It's a good thing about when you're doing this stuff, when you're training tricks, it's freestyle. I can come at it a different thousand ways till I get the dog to perform the behavior that I want, right? So we put in all kinds of little things. Look, good, good. So, hey, goose, good. I got to come back to that with him with that straight sit. Good, 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 good. Nope, nope. Yes, good boy, good, good. Yep, good boy. So a couple times just basically trying to get him to understand the hang signal and that. Good boy. Yep. Now keep in mind, when you got an older dog, their brain has not been formulated. When you mold and shape, I'm literally saying that that's what we're doing. We're molding and shaping the way the brain thinks. Couché. So an older dog like this, he's about a year old. He's not that young adolescent like you see, again, but come back to Oscar because he's doing such a great job with that little Connie Corso he's got. And you're molding and shaping the way the dog thinks and how he flows in the work, right? So you see Oscar doing a lot more of shaping, getting the dog, and the same things happen with the young puppies. We talk about it all the time. We're talking protection, where we're toggling on certain drive states that are innate in the dog, innately. The dogs all got a nose, right? Some dogs bred genetically have more of a nose than other dogs, but it's there. Drives for protection, drives for bite work. All that stuff within a breed like this, it's already there. It's genetically predisposed. But we turn on and we toggle these things into the on position at certain ages. So when he's using shaping, he's basically getting the dog to reach and start doing the thinking himself and to figure things out. That's going to take that dog's brain and mold and shape it in a certain way, right? So that's good, good. So that is exactly what's happening when he's taking that puppy and working that young developing mind. He's molding and shaping that dog's formulation of how they see the world and how they flow through the work and his bond and relationship with that animal. It's a wondrous thing. Why do you think I love dog training so much? It's because it's such an amazing thing to have that relationship with an animal. What can I say? Look at him. Good. We just started the duration on this yesterday. Good. And if you saw it, good. Good. And now I'm nope, nope. Good. Now he's, because I'm giving him more attention, but he was doing great. And I wasn't watching him paying attention, but he was laying his head down, right? Good. Good. Yes. Good. Yes. Good. Yep. Now he doesn't understand a lot of that, but I'll pick it up to where I end up transitioning into hand signals when the dog does it by doing things like that, right? By showing the dog enough, and then he's going to reach to try to figure it out. And we're going to use that same type of an attitude in some of these spots, right? Good boy, good. That's my boy, good. Shohei, goose. Good, good. Same thing. I'm looking for him to go this way, so the food needs to be here. Good, yes. Good boy, good. Yes, good. Yes, good. Nope, nope. Good, good. Shohei, nope. Good, good. Nope, nope. Ah. Good, good. Nope. Yes, good boy. Okay, so what I was after there is for him to lay his head down and stay relaxed like he was giving me in the very beginning, and I wasn't paying attention because I was yakking at the screen. And so there's where his brain goes, these little kernels of where the dog's brain goes and flows, right? Couche, good. Nose tap, good. Now I'm going to go the opposite way because I was just doing that. Nope, nope. Yeah, good boy. Try to get him more in tune with the fact that I'm bending his head a certain way that's going to ask for the down because it's going to turn into hand signals. Yep, good boy. And you keep whittling at the cheese, meaning we're whittling at all different ages of it. We're just slowly but surely. How do you eat an elephant? A little at a time, right? Yes, this stuff takes time to do. And it gets boring, I'm sure, for you guys. That's kind of why I'm talking about other things. Start talking about Oscar and shaping and what he's doing to form and mold and shape that young mind of that puppy he's got. It's a cool thing. Yes, good boy, good. Nope, good, good, good. Nope, nope, good, good. Yes. And that was more about, and it is, and it will keep being that way, that when he's doing the right thing, my voice tone goes to positive and praise. So it's a communication with me and him that he starts to understand, couche, when I'm starting to put in the good duration marker of calmness. And I'm going to take that into other things in our training. So there's a lot of times you can use stuff that you're doing somewhere else. Good. Good. How many times you see me bounce at the table? Good. And now I'm asking for another behavior and doing the same thing. Good. And we're growing the dog, right? Good. Kernels, little bits and pieces of things that you've established in the dog's mind that you can use when you start building the dog in other areas. Good boy, Shohei. Good, good, Shohei. Yep, good boy. All right, good boy. That was good. That was good. There you go. And he'll get more and more receptive to this communication that I'm building in with him, allowing him to be more in tune with my voice tone, my body languages, and all that. He'll start watching for it. Couche. Good. Now I'm going to push him the other way, right? Good. Yep, good. There you go. And I don't know if you guys can see me when I'm on screen, but I'm actually accenting my body motion for what I'm doing that's going to turn into a hand signal, right? This will be one way, this will be the other. And I'm eventually going to take this into rolling over all the way. But I want this first just to establish some communication. Nope. Nope. Good. With the dog so that I can end up good, good. Yes, good boy, good. Yep, good boy. And you notice how I'm kind of waiting him out. I'm letting him figure out what I want him to do. And the more I do that, the more he's going to get better and better at being receptive to our bond, our communication between the two of us. All right, good. Couche. So I'm accenting it, and I feel it here. I do it instinctively because I've been doing it for so many years. You guys can't see that and feel it like I can because the dog's right in front of me, right? So same thing. See my hands? Good. Good. And then I'll start robbing him of the food anytime his head's not down, right? Good. Good. Notice how I'm going down low with it. I don't want him reaching up for the food. I don't want to create another behavior that I'm not looking for. Good. Okay, so the food, I want it down on the ground. There we go. And or below the bar, wherever it's at, it accents what I want, which is to keep your head down. Good boy, good. Shohei. Yep, good boy, good. That was good. That was good. There you go. Good boy. He's starting to relax a lot more when he's in that position. That's good. And now I'm going to take that in that good duration marker that I'm cueing here. I'll take into other areas and ask for calmness in the same thing, because this dog's got a problem of ramping up way too high. Good boy, good. That's good enough for today. I'm seeing a lot of things I like. Yes, I am. Yeah. Good boy. You ready? You ready? Ready? Place. Good. That's my boy. Good. There you go. Yes. Good. Good. Hey, huh? Yes. Now, if you guys have ever seen Joker, Joker will do this without the prompt. See what I'm doing? I'm right on his head. Good, good. And I'm right there in front of him. It graduates to a point where I'm going to start doing, I do this with Joker, and he spins on his own from a distance. I'm going to be 5 feet away and give him that cue, and he'll go around in a circle. So it's contextual. Nope. Good, good, good. Yes. Good boy. Good. There you go. Good. Notice how I'm accenting a complete job. In other words, he's spinning. I'm saying good, good, good until he gets to where I want him. And I say yes, right? Same thing with that explosion release. He gives me what I want, and then yes, boom. So I can keep cueing that in, and he'll start learning to pay attention and watch for my cues based on my body language, my voice tone, and what I'm doing to work with him. And you want more of that with a trick dog, because you want the dog to be really receptive to body language and hand signals as you go along. It looks good. That's how I do my work with my dogs. I do a lot of accenting into the hand signals. Couché. So like I said, my little Australian Shepherd I had when I was a kid, I could roll over, crawl, limp. She did a whole myriad of things. It took me a long time to teach her each trick. The limping was the hardest one. I'll get into that when I start trying to teach him limp. I don't know if I'll get it, but you never know. Maybe I'm a little bit more advanced trainer now than I was back then when I was just a kid. So I might have a lot easier time getting in to learn that limp. Good. Good boy, good. Shohei. Good. That's my boy. Good. There you go. Good. Good. Okay, so in a big part, I want you guys to start thinking about what I'm always talking about, communication baseboard of no, good, and yes, good, and how I'm using it in this context to end up helping me, and then it just flows because you've already got a communication baseboard to use. Good. All right. What is good? You're doing the right thing. Keep it up. Good. And then I do my explosion release. It's a little bit of difference than Michael's, where I put in that explosion release. That is different because I'm cueing the dog's brain into dog's name first, preparatory to a command. And that gives me my weighting, gives me all kinds of little things that I need. Good. That's why I believe in that explosion release, right? And I don't know when I started that, before I was even watching Michael's stuff. Nope. Nope. Good. Notice he does it fine when I'm out here and he can see me, but I start to watch. He'll pick up, nope. Good. So I can cause that picking up his head, give him a no marker, and start teaching him that I want him to stay there the whole time. This is going to end up going into things like bang, you're dead, and some other tricks that I'll be teaching. I did a bang, you're dead with a lab mix that I had by the name of Pongo, if you remember Pongo. I ended up getting him a good home. But Pongo was a cool dog. And he was a dog that I actually worked towards my mentorship, where I taught him to be a mentor of other dogs and brought in with reactivity and other dogs. You got a dog like that to work with, it helps a lot. Nope. Nope. Good. Nope. Good. Good. Good boy. Nope. He's anticipating the other, and that's fine. He's anticipating the explosion. Good. Good. Shohei. Yep, good boy, good. Dog's name first, preparatory to an action, right? And that explosion release is where it cues, right there. Everything comes from that. Good boy, good boy. All right, we're done, buddy. You want to play ball? You ready, ready? Are you ready, ready? Ooh, he says, yes, I am. Yes, this is what he lives for. This is what he lives for. Good boy, good boy, good. Shohei out. Good, good, done. Good, done. Couché, good. Yes, good boy, good, there you go. Good. Shohei out. Shohei out. Good. Couché, good. Good. I like what I see. Shohei, yes, good boy, good. That's my boy. It's starting to come together where I'm putting some threads in other areas because of what I'm teaching on the trick that I'm teaching. I'm able to insert certain emotional states of mind and then cue the dog in other areas. out. Good. Yes, good boy, good. Shohei, out. Good. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Ha-ha! He looked around, it was so far up in the air that he's good boy, Shohei. All right, guys, I'm Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and I'm going to keep trying to accent the no good and the yes to you as I build this dog through all these different tricks, so you start to understand how important voice tone and body language are all about, right? Body language is hand signals. It'll turn into that. Shohei, out. Good. That's good. Yes. Good. Shohei, out. Couche, good. Now why that's working so fast and what he's releasing, he's hearing his name first. That's putting his brain into gear and he knows what's coming next, the contextual aspects of things, right? Because we always do the same thing here. And after a while, that's going to be a really nice clean out. Get it, get it, get it, get it. All right, talk to you guys later.